Hey guys, Targetpopper here. This is the PTR 91 from PTR Industries. These are in 308 Win. These are pretty neat guns. Now obviously mine's a little different from what you would expect to buy at the store. Usually they come with like a green Portuguese style set of furniture on them. I've put the wide HK style forearm, the black pistol grip, and an HK wood stock on it. I've also put a HK 21 style charging handle on it as well. Only things I'm going to do is get a claw mount and replace it with a pick rail so it doesn't use stanag, and then I'm going to put a carry handle on it. And then I'm kind of kicking around the idea of putting a bayonet lug up here, but that's basically all I'll end up doing to it. So what are some pros and cons of this particular rifle from PTR? PTR makes an excellent high quality reproduction of a G3. These are probably the best shooters on the market that you're going to find. Out of the box, out of a big store or anything, out of a large manufacturer. They're priced fair. They're about $1,000 for the GI model, which is what this one is. Obviously it doesn't have the pick rail. What is this like versus the C308 or the Century Set Me builds? This rifle is miles ahead of those. You get what you pay for. Kind of a buy once, cry once mentality when it comes to these. And they're not terribly expensive. I mean, you're getting a big 308 battle rifle, and they're very nicely made, so you can't really complain for the price. You can probably find them cheaper than what I paid. The C308, I've heard a couple horror stories, mainly just rollers shattering and causing some issues. And everybody knows about the Set Me rifles. Those are just horror shows from the get-go. They never head spaced them properly. They use the wrong size rollers, etc., so on and so forth. They're just kind of not good rifles. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you actually have the HK built rifles. This is a nice alternative to those because this is a rifle you can actually afford to take out, shoot, and beat up a little bit. You're not gonna, put a scratch on it and then cry because you just scratched your $3,000 rifle. But no, these are an excellent option. What is the only issue that I had with this gun so far? I've shot about 500 rounds through it. Haven't had any malfunctions of any kind. But the big issue that I had was with the rear sight. The center hub that the apertures thread onto developed a wobble, a severe wobble, and it transferred or translated down at the target at 100 yards. The elevation on the group was very good, but it went from a nice 1.5-inch group, or 1.5-inch group, to about a 5-inch wide group. So that side-to-side slop that the drum developed pretty much killed the accuracy of the gun. So I bought an H&K G3 new production rear sight assembly. I did keep the PTR windage dial though, or screw. I like that. So yeah, I like this gun a lot. This is a pretty quick and dirty little review. I'm basically just letting the rifle cool down a little bit because I've been trying to get it sighted in, and I've had pretty good luck with it. It shoots a little high right now at 100 though. With Wolf, tool ammo, Federal, the white box 7.62 by 51, and the hand loads I've been running through it. I've also got some Lake City I've ran through it. I've been having very good luck with it. It's been shooting about 1.5 inches so far with irons. I've tried the Winchester brown box, the service grade ammo, and that was about 5 to 6 inches. Even on my FAL from DS Arms, that was a 5 to 6 inch group. The only gun that seemed to do kind of moderately okay was the M1A from Springfield. So, I'm not going to buy any more of that ammunition. The brass is good though. This is a nice tool you can get. This is a surplus rear sight tool. So you can loosen the windage screw, and then you can dial the windage in, and then this is to depress the two detents on the inside of the drum so you can spin the drum independently of its base. This is indispensable. This is a great tool to have. I'm not going to show you how it works because I basically kind of got the rifle where I want it. But PTR does use some surplus parts. The lower receiver group on this rifle is surplus, but they trim off the hook, or not the hook, but the loop for the pin. The butt stock that came with the gun was the green style, and it was pretty tattered. It was pretty well beat up. The forearm was a surplus one that was painted, and the pistol grip was also surplus. A lot of people don't like this idea that they use surplus parts in a brand new rifle, but in reality it's keeping the price down to an approachable level. Like these GI models, you'd probably paying closer to $2,000 if they had to make all the parts in-house, if not more. And at that point you're approaching HK prices. So no, these are very nicely made guns. The welds on them are good, the finish is nice and even. This piece looks a little different because this is actually an old school H&K production part. But other than that, it's just a very nice roller locked G3 clone. So anyway, we're going to shoot a little bit. We're not going to do a ton of shooting because the rifle's kind of burning up, but yeah, I like it quite a bit. Okay guys, we're just going to shoot some steel with it. Only had 15 rounds left in that mag. This is the Federal. I think it's the XM80C. It's a 149 grain bullet. Basically NATO stuff. 7.62x51. We've only got 5 rounds in each mag. And we're going to give it a shot. So the rifle's a little hot, so that might translate down onto the target. I don't know what kind of group we're going to end up with. And this stuff shoots a little bit right out of this rifle compared to like the tool ammo and my hand loads. So let's see what we can do. 100. Let's see what we got. There's our flyer. These ones are from the opposite side of the target, but this one is definitely from the rifle. So the main group is 1 3/4. With that flyer, a little bit worse, about 6. So with the flyer, it's about a 6-inch group. That's not very good. The rifle shoots better than that, though. This should be somewhere over here. But this is good. That one was probably me. I probably jerked the trigger. Shoot another group, huh? That one surprised me a little bit. The trigger on these is terrible. That's one gripe I do have. Okay, I actually did adjust the windage before I shot that group. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the old group. This is our new group. I think this is the one that surprised me. But that's not too shabby. Definitely going to be bigger than 2 inches. It's about 2.5. And with that naughty boy, it's about 3. So that's not too shabby. The gun is smoking hot, guys. With an optic, I'm sure this thing would be a tack driver. If the barrel was actually cool on it, I'm sure this rifle would just send them right where I want them. So yeah, it's actually point of aim. It's right here. Yeah, this gun's good to go. All right. So the rifle is very hot right now. Ooh, yeah. We got 5 more rounds of the Federal. That was a terrible. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Much better. Now there's 4 plates of steel down there. They range from about 1 foot to, I don't know, it's probably a 1.5 foot. There's a 1.5 foot gong. There's about 1 foot gong, an 8-incher, and then there's a little dinky guy. We might try for the dinky one. Let's try for the smaller of the, or the kind of the middle of the pack. Easy. Let's try for the little one. Nope. So. But anyway, that's the PTR 91 dressed up like a G3, and I gotta say, it's a good rifle. There are better G3 clones on the market. There are better even HKs out there. But for the money, I think you're getting an excellent rifle. It's kind of a bargain gun. Well, that's kind of a rude term. It's not a bargain rifle. I consider the C308 to be a bargain rifle. This is more of a kind of a mid-level rifle. It's a very good quality reproduction that's going to do what you want. It doesn't strive for perfection, but it's far from bad. So I think they kind of hit the nail on the head with this rifle. The market definitely wants these guns, and the GI is definitely probably the most approachable of their offering. They have a lot of different clones out, or not clones, but different 91s on their website. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, favorite, share, subscribe if you enjoyed. I have an Instagram down in the description below if you want to follow that link. And anyway, see you next time, guys.